This is part 4 recording for operator overloading topic, where the focus is on overloading division and remainder operations. These are binary operators and they need two operands to be applied to. Let us learn more about this through this code. I have a code which has a class called ints, which contains integer values in these elements. The capacity 32 is the maximum number of elements that can be stored in this array, and we have also size, which is the actual number of elements that are currently used. This is default constructor. This is a custom constructor which receives the array and size, and it does validation, and then after that it does copy the data into the attribute. And if it is not valid, it will set to the default state. Display function will actually display the data. If the data is not valid, it will display no data text. In the main function, we have this constant size, and which is a constant size variable, which is set to 7, and which is used to create an array. And this array and size are actually passed into the constructor to create an object called CNTS of type INTS. This is a sense. If I have a class which is capable for storing the integer types, then I can actually use this array to store the cents. Uh, I mean, number of cents of a different cents. For example, this first cent may belong to one person, another person, or this could be the cents spent by one person on one day, next day, and so on. But these are different values of cents that are actually used and to create an array, and which is used in the constructor to initialize the object data. Display function receives the message, and it displays the message colon followed by the array elements. Let me quickly run this code to make sure that we didn't have problem when we started talking about the real the topics of interest. So compilation and linking, execution. So we have cents, and the first element in the sense 1 2 3 4 6 3 2 7 1 1 4 2 2 9 9 9 8 1 0 1 1 1 1. Going back to the code, so we have this cents. Out of cents, if I want to extract let's say uh, I create another uh, object, and I want to actually I want this object to carry the dollar portion of this cent. For example, this is if I have 12, 20, 34 cent, then the dollar portion of this cent would be 12. In this case, 6 will be the dollar portion, and 7 will be dollar portions. I want to actually use this object to carry that dollar portion, and I want to carry this object remaining cents, this rem cent object to carry the cents that will be remaining once this dollar is taken out, all stored in integer form. Since this is the object created by invoking default constructor, so the size is initialized to 0. Um, Now what I want to do is actually I want to enable this object to be used. I mean uh, I mean I want this the operators of interest for this topic, which is division and remainder. For division we use this operator slash, and for remainder I use percentage operator. So I want to be able to do something like this. Cents division by, let's say, 10. So this operation I want to be valid for this type, int type, so that it will return um, an object of int type, but carrying the result of this operation, which is if I divide 1234 by 10, it will be, the result would be, if you are familiar with integer division, uh, it will result in the value 12, which is because both values, 1234 is stored as an integer type and 10 is integer. So if you divide integer by integer, it will actually just ignore the things that come after the decimal point. So the result of this evaluation, this expression will be 12. So I want this to return, let's say, I want to, whatever object it's return, I want to copy that into dollars, right? So you can, you know, this will return an object, that object is copied to dollars. In this case we can copy directly because we have a static array. If you have a pointer, then you will have our dynamic array. You will need to have some other functionalities implemented before you can use it in this way. So, and also I want to keep the remaining cents into this object equals to, let's say, CNTS remainder 10, right? And after that, if I, let's say, display it, I should get the dollar parts displayed on the output, and the remaining cents displayed on the output. This is what I want here. So for that I need to overload the division operator, or the operator that enables division. So the syntax for doing it is we use the operator keyword followed by the operator symbol. Since in this operation what we are doing, the parameter, this is going to be the current object, and the parameter or argument we are passing would be 10. This is integer type, so we want this function to have integer type parameter. Let me call this divisor, and inside what I want to do is I don't want this function to make change to the current object, so this should be query function, but I will create a local object temp, and I would actually copy the processed data into it. So temp dot size would be equals to size of the current object, and for int I equals to 0, I less than size, I plus plus. Temp dot elements, because this is the name of the attribute elements. So I equals to divide by division, and finally you return. So we want to have a return type, but we want to return by value, not by reference. So this is the logic or function that will actually make this operation a legal operation, error-free operation. Similarly, we can also do remainder operator overloading. This is percentage. The symbol is percentage. Everything else will be pretty much same, except instead of dividing we actually do remainder here. So I think this should be okay code for me to at least test and see what data will this statements will display. Switching to the terminal, compilation, I think there is a problem. 61. I should have commented that out. I guess I think I forgot to comment that out. Yeah, this is the thing I should have put in the comment. And next, there's a problem with typo in the name of the object as well. So CNTs remsense. Let me call this remsense dollars. Let me try it again. Comparison successful. Now we have this output, right? So this was a cent, and I mean dollar portion of this. Oh, I think I did a small error here. So let me go back and correct. So if I want to get the cent, I need to divide by 100. I mean dollar 100, and for the remaining cent I need to use 100. So because 100 cent is equals to $1. Therefore with this correction made here, let me try again. So we can see, you know, $12 for the cent. $12 was taken in the this object. $6, $7, $4, $9, $8, and $11, right? So the remaining cent is actually stored in this object. 34, 32, 11, 22, 99, 10, and 1, 1, 11. So it is working so far as we expected. Now you can also further do, for example, if you have this cents with you, you know, you can also determine let's say quarters, right? From the remaining, you took the dollars out, the remaining cent may have certain quarters. So if you want to get the quarters out of the remaining cents, then I would do something like this, equals to C is going to be, I think, I need to actually access let me do something like this. Divide by 25. Let me call this 2. After that dot display. So let's see what output this code will give me. So we have initially out of this we actually try to divide this further into the quarters and remaining cents. So obviously 34 cent has one quarter, 25 cents, and the remaining is 9 cents. So 1 quarter, 9 cents. 32 has 1 quarter and 7 cents. 11 does not have quarter, it's 11 cents. And 22 doesn't have quarter, so it is 22 cents, quarter 0. 99 has 3 quarters, 75, and 24 cents remaining. And 10 does not have quarter, 11 doesn't have quarter, so 0 0 and 10 11. So this is I mean one further example, I mean how you can actually use this division and remaining operator to compute the dominate of if you have a price in the sense, then you can take out the dollar, you can take out the quarter, and even you can take out, let's say, dime and nickel. So this kind of application may be useful in retail store. For example, if you get some price, then you can determine how many nickel, how many quarters, how many dimes you want to return back to the customer. So this is all I have to talk about this topic. Thank you for watching this video.